The plastic material market in India has now developed to dominate the market, consisting of 30,000 firms with 4 million employees. This makes India one of the top exporters of plastic goods, exporting approximately 150 countries. The exported plastic products include laminates and medical wear, electronic accessories, raw materials, and consumer goods. If we look at the data over the last 5 years, the industry has grown by 13% annually. Today, I'll tell you about the basic requirements for starting the plastic injection molding business in India. Hello guys, welcome to Enterclimate, a leading environmental consultancy. My name is Diksha Ketani and I am back with another interesting video. Stay tuned and don't skip if you want to know more about plastic injection molding business in India. So basically, this business includes molding plastic into the same form and then manufacturing it in the large quantity so that it can be used as a raw material by industries like automobiles, construction, electronics, machine tools, etc. The market overview of plastic injection molding business includes, according to many reports, it is estimated that the molds and dies market in India will see a sharp increase between 2020 and 2025, along with the growth in the local industrial activities worth 1.47 billion US dollars. With this, the constant increase in manufacturing and sales of automobiles is another contributing factor to this market's growth. The further analysis also calculated at the accelerated growth at a compound annual growth rate CAGR of 9%. Now, business owners aspiring to set up plastic injection molding business must follow several regulations and implications for registration, licenses, approval, consent orders, etc., especially under the Environment Protection Act 1986 and Plastic Waste Management and Handling Rule 2011. So, it requires certain things like registration of the company. So, are you also planning to set up a plastic injection molding business in India? If yes, you need to pay attention now. Before registration of the plastic injection molding business in India for EPR or other environmental certificates, the manufacturer has to obtain acceptance for establishing a company under either LLP Act 2008, the Companies Act 2013, or the Partnership Act 1932, for which manufacturers have to fulfill the requirements like appointing top officials, financial disclosure, annual filing of the return, drafting agreement with the third party. In case the manufacturer is setting up a factory, he is required to obtain a factory license which is granted by the Chief Inspector of Labor Commissioner Organization after scrutinizing the unit as postulated under the Factories Act 1948. Furthermore, the producer must provide manufacturing understanding after the license is approved. Next, I'll be taking about two important certificates that you must obtain to establish your business. Skipping these two may lead to several problems. So now make sure you know about them correctly and apply for the same at the right time. Let us start. The two certificates are consent to establish and consent to operate. Consent certificates are regulated by the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974 and the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981 for the manufacturing process where the pollution index is higher than 20. Therefore, making it obligatory for injection plastic molding businesses. These consent forms are given by the State Pollution Control Board or Pollution Control Committee of the corresponding states or the union territories. The consent to establish is granted beforehand the industry is in operation, considering the parameters like the land, waste production, and many more. On the other hand, consent to operate is granted after the industry is established and is ready to function. Documents required for consent to establish include SSI certificate of partners, directors, industry department certificate, collection, storage and disposal of solid waste, vents, stacks, chimney and emission sites with numbers. The layout plan shows the drainage, pipeline and final disposable plant for liquid effluent, total area constructed, site plan or you can say layout plan with photos showing the distance between the proposed site and the nearest residential area and water boundary only in case of the orange and red categories industry. Total open land available in the industrial complex for green belt development, landscaping and other purposes. Water waste breakdown and water usage report. Authorization from the state's groundwater authority. Common biomedical waste treatment facility membership letter for healthcare facilities and pharmaceutical units. The project report includes production process information, process flow diagram, chemical formulas, emission, effluent and hazardous solid waste sources, flow diagram related to effluent sewage treatment plant specifications, raw material list, byproduct list. In the case of chemical industry, a material safety data sheet is required. Boiler type, fuel used and quantity. Specifics on air pollution controls, DG specifications and more. Now we will talk about the documents required for consent to operate. The Aadhaar card, site plan, water bill, municipality or industry license, electricity bill, proof of ownership, health trade license, factory trade license, authorization letter, PAN card, GST certificate. In the case of food business, FSSAI certificate, proof of registration of unit, environmental statement under Form 5, CA letter on the total cost of the project. Now, the list of documents required for establishing plastic injection molding business doesn't end here. The process is comprehensive and so the steps involved in it. Moving further, let's take a look at other requirements also. Consent under Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016. Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016 make it mandatory for producers, importers and brand owners, that is any PIBO, to secure consent from the State Pollution Control Board SPCB for establishing plastic injection molding business in India, by which filing Form 3, which contains details relating to unit's name and address, plant production facility, the overall cost of the production process, registration number if any, years of commencement of production. This application is to be required to be accompanied by documents like document relating to EPR action plan, valid consent certificate under the Air and Water Acts, agreement of PIBO or WMA with the certified plastic waste processor, document conferred by ULB or the respective state authority. Now we will be talking about extended producer responsibility. If you could recollect, I have talked about this particular topic in my previous video as well. But for your convenience, let's just quickly take a revise what EPR is and why there is a need here. Extended producer responsibility holds owners of the plastic injection molding business answerable for the environmental laws triggered due to their plastic products or any manufacturing process. It forces producers to build sustainable products which are resource efficient. According to the Plastic Waste Management Act, PIBOs operating in more than 2 states must submit an EPR action plan for managing plastic waste to receive approval from the Central Pollution Control Board. The Extended Producer Responsibility (EPR) must be met in all the states and union territories where manufacturers, importers, or brand owners of injection plastic molding business intend to sell their products. For an Extended Producer Responsibility Action Plan that is required to be registered under the provisions of Plastic Waste Management Rules as per the guidelines established, the Central Pollution Control Board has drafted a format to be implemented as of 2019 or possibly later. The EPR target set by the Pollution Control Board or Central Board is equivalent to the amount of injection plastic molding launched in the market in a particular state or union territory. Well, it's time to sum up this all. The plastic injection molding business has proven to be very lucrative in the Indian market due to presence of a large amount of raw material and the demand for plastic material by various manufacturing industries budding in the country. On top of this, the plastic injection molding business produces a minuscule amount of waste, making it more environmentally sustainable. So this was all about plastic injection molding business. Hope I was able to explain the topic well. In case of any queries, please feel free to reach us by contacting on the details being shown on your screen below. If you found the video interesting, don't forget to like and share it. Also do subscribe our channel for watching more such informative videos. Thank you.